Hey there, Seller fan, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and we got more GameFi content for you in the form of this play-to-earn experience called Splinterlands. Now, we are going to go into detail about how exactly you can get started, how the game looks like, and how you can purchase the necessary NFTs to get your first few matches underway, alright? And of course, do look out for more content in the near future because we'll be exploring this game a little bit more, that's for sure. And as always, Captain Aqua here to remind you to continue to stay calm and keep building, even in these troubling times. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode brought to you right here at Salad Ventures. And today we're diving into an experience known as Splinterlands, this play-to-earn trading card game that is very, very popular, especially as seen on the DApp Radar. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with DApp Radar, we mentioned this in a previous video. It helps you to see what are the current daily active users for play-to-earn games available within GameFi. So as you can see, Splinterlands is currently ranked number 2 in regards to the daily active users, alright? And I do believe that this was significantly higher just a couple of weeks back. I think it reached like about 350,000. Today it's about 160,000. So all things considered, what you can tell based on this ladder, the second most popular blockchain game at this present time. And it is quite simple to play, but there are a couple of things for you to take note of before you actually dive into battle and start earning those dark energy crystals. Alright, so there are a few ways you can go about playing the game. Essentially, you will need to spend about $10 in order to get the Summoner's Book. Now, that is like your starter pack, so to speak, and that will actually allow you to do battle within the Splinterlands arena, whether it's ranked, whether it's going to be for a challenge, tutorials as well, very beneficial at the beginning, and practice, alright, which will allow you to practice with other players without affecting your ranking and all that. But essentially, yes, once you get the Summoner's Book for $10, you would be able to get the basic starter kit, and then you would be able to dive into the market, for example, and purchase some of the other cards as well. I will be very briefly talking about some of the starter cards that you can pick up for the Fire deck, alright, because that is actually the deck that they start you out with in the tutorial, and I just kind of stuck to it. And I did a little bit of research and I found out that there are quite a number of decent fire cards, so I stuck to that. But there are plenty of ways to go about playing this game, so it's really down to you to explore and do your own research, and for us here at Salad Ventures to continue to explore Splinterlands and give you that information as well. Now, as you can see here, if you want to make that purchase of the cards, right, they're all listed here in dollars and cents. And essentially what you have here for the credits, right, is going to be 1,000 Splinterland credits, equivalent to $1, right? So you can use PayPal to top this up, or you can use your cryptocurrency as well. And you can see that for my previous transaction, I used the Binance USD, and they will be accepting Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Wax, Tron, Hive, yada yada, all the way down. You can see all the different tokens that they accept in the form of payment, all right? However, you would just need to have your MetaMask wallet connected to the Binance Smart Chain in order to interact with the platform and make your purchase, alright? So $1 becomes 1,000 credits. And let's say, for example, right now, I got about 20 cents worth, right? So I can easily purchase these 1 cent cards, alright, without any difficulty whatsoever. So let's say I want to go here and I want to pick up the Pelacor Deceiver, alright? Again, this is just for an example, alright? I'm not recommending this card in any way. You can see that he's not even worth 1 cent at the moment, right? He's slightly below 1 cent there, but it's going to be listed as 1 cent. But if you hit buy, right, you will notice that at the top there, it's going to take only 8 credits, all right? 8 credits out of the 200 that I got here. So that's how you do the purchasing. And once you're done, you will be able to see your card within your deck here itself, all right? So you can see there are a couple of options, playable and owned. So these are the ones that I purchased, all right, after doing a little bit of research and prior to doing battle. I did manage to get a few rounds in to get myself into the Bronze League, which is the ranking tier there that allows you to earn your Dark Energy Crystals, which are these bad boys right here, known as DEC. So I kind of balanced it around. You can see that I got a lot more fire. I did manage to pick up a few Earth cards as well. And I did pick up a few neutral cards, alright? Now, these are recommended by some of the YouTubers that I did some research on, and just one or two that which I thought were quite interesting. But yeah, mostly they have been recommended, and you will find there's a pretty lot of recommendations out there, but I thought I'd just squeeze everything for you in this simple video to showcase just how a fire deck can get started, alright? So you want to have some backdoor abilities, which is sneak. So you can target the last monster on the enemy team instead of the first monster. Now, what might happen sometimes is that people will put a tank at the back, alright? So that the backdoor cards will just automatically target that one. I haven't seen it too often, but I've seen it once or twice. And I got a couple of the sneak guys over here. This repair fella with the Scaffold Hireling is pretty cute because he can actually restore armor to friendly monsters, alright, whose armor has taken the most damage. So you can actually keep them alive a bit longer because the damage doesn't pierce through the armor and to the health pool, alright? So even if you have 1 armor left and an opponent does 6 damage, you're only going to lose that 1 armor, and the other 5 damage will not go into your health pool, which makes the repair pretty interesting. For the fire, right, we picked up this Phineas Rage. He's got pretty good speed, great health, good damage, and if you pair with your summoner, which will give you a sudden boost, it allows him to sit behind the tank because of this reach ability where he can attack a monster even when he's from the second position on his team. Normally for melee characters, right, they cannot attack any monsters unless they are on the front line, unless they have this reach ability. Lava Launcher is quite interesting, right, because he's got the ability to be a tank, alright, with close range, so that he can actually attack in the front. It's like a little tank here, as you can see. Literally, he's a tank, right? Good armor, decent damage, and decent health as well. We did pick up the Forgotten one, which was very recommended with immunity, alright? So this guy will actually be immune and a very, very solid tank. He will not get any debuffs, he won't be able to get poison. And for Void on the Tusk the White, yes, very good ability here because he can actually reduce the damage from magic attacks, and a lot of opponents may have magic attacks here and there, and they will find it very hard to break through this fellow with a whopping 12 hit points. And the Scorch Fiend, alright, this is interesting, 0 mana cost, so when your team is fully filled out, you can actually use him to protect your back line, so to speak, alright? If you are putting some sneak guys at the back, or if you're putting some range guys at the back, this guy can actually take a couple of hits perhaps, in order to let your backdoor kill their backdoors, kill their sneaks. Alright, and he's at 0 cost, alright? So he can even be placed in the front to be in front of the Phineas Rage, alright? With the Summoner, he will get an additional attack and health points. I will show you that Summoner very soon. Now, there's a little bit that I want to mention about the opening of packs, alright? Because based on the research that I've seen, when you open up a pack, it's going to cost you 4,000 credits, alright? Equivalent to $4. And if you open up a pack, the chance that you're going to get something rare is very, very low. And based on what I've seen, you're only going to get back a fraction of your value for that $4, sometimes worth $1 or less, okay? So meaning to say, you are much better off going into the market, looking at all the different YouTubes and getting your research done, and just building a deck that you like with that budget without having to open up packs. If you want to go crazy with the pack opening, perhaps you fall in love with this game quickly and you want to have some fun, then by all means go ahead, and you may even get one of those rare, legendary gold foil cards that's going to be worth like, you know, a couple $100, alright? But essentially, you can see even for the gold foil cards, you know, these are pretty trashy, but they are not going to be very expensive, alright? So you will be able to find epic cards and proper cards to do battle. My total spend was $20, alright? I spent $20 to get started, and let me show you how the battle mode is going to be like. Right, so at the very beginning, you will be able to see this option for you to create your team, and it will allow you to choose a summoner, alright? So now this will actually decide your deck and what elements you're going to draw the cards from your summoner's book, alright? So essentially, you have all these free cards that were part of your starter deck, okay? And then you would be able to pick your options here. And what I detailed earlier was the use of the fire team, and with a very interesting way to go about it, because what I like to do is to put one of the free guys in the front. So it can be this Radiated Scorcher, or it can even be the Scorch Fiend, alright? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try and give the Scorch Fiend a moment here. I'm going to put him in the front. And we're going to put Phineas Rage behind, alright? Because don't forget, even though he's melee, he can still attack because of the reach ability that he's got. Now, what we want to do is to put a couple of backdoor guys, and we do have a couple of good options, all right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go for my Tenyi Striker, right? And I'm going to go for the Uraeus, okay? So that will leave me with 2 left. Let me just do that, right? Since I have the mana anyway. Let me just do that since I have the mana anyway. And yeah, this should work out, okay? That's the idea, right? That's the idea. All right, here we go. All right, and again, the combat mode is so straightforward because it's all done automatically. And right off the bat, this looks like a very, very tough opponent. I'm a little bit bummed out that I didn't select my Tusk the Wide, because that would have been great against some of the magic dealers that we have here. But hey, I'm not too familiar with the opponent lineup because I've only just started playing the game. So I'm hoping that these guys are going to be enough to carry out the business here. All right. Okay, we got our speed lowered as well. So there's a lot of stuff happening there. All right, you saw that? That was 2 armor. And he got 3 damage done, but it didn't go into his health pool, right? So that's how it works with the armor. So when you repair the armor, that actually goes a very, very long way. Now, we managed to keep the Chaos Agent alive thanks to the buff from our summoner. And now our backdoor team can start to work on the opponent's backline. And we got to do so very, very quickly. Right, because that's our strategy here. We are going as hard as we can with the backdoor. And we got to move very, very quickly. All right. Okay, our tank is still doing a very, very decent job. All right, but he will in fact survive. My goodness, that was a miss from the opponent there. This overkill coming in on the double strike archer. Yes, that's great. So he's got 2 more in the back line now. And our tank gets taken down. Here comes the Tenyi Striker. Oh, we missed. That was huge. That was huge. I'm not going to lie. Missing that attack. All right, this is going to be very, very close. But he's strong. He's strong. He's got a lot of health. I like him personally, even though he's at 5 mana cost, right? I think he's a really, really good card. I have won a lot of games with him, but this is just within the bronze, okay? So I don't know how that's going to be like when we go up to silver. This Uraeus can't hit this lady to save his life. My goodness. But he's very tanky. The Time Mage, oh my goodness, every single attack that the Uraeus tried to hit completely missed. And yeah, we had the Radiated Scorcher who didn't even contribute at all. He was just protecting the backline, but you can see the essence of the gameplay where we try to keep the backdoor, the sneak cards safe from the opponent so that we can deal the damage, all right? So that was pretty fun. Pretty simple as well. And again, this is only in the bronze, so we don't know how difficult things are going to be when you go up to silver. But so far, the experience is very, very relaxing. All right, I'm going to quickly showcase another game to you guys. We got 18 mana cap right now. We're going to go with the same formation again. And we're going to go about it in similar fashion. I'm thinking that with the 14 now. 14 mana. Do we wanna give our boy here a shout? Right, the 6 cost tank, maybe. But you know, I still like the fact that we can reach with the Phineas Rage. This is gonna be a tough decision. I don't think we can play the Tenyi Striker, and we're definitely putting Uraeus in there. Maybe Uraeus and Serpentine Spy. So in order for us to carry that out right, let's just put him in the front. And I'm thinking we could put, let's see, this fella here. And then we could go with Uraeus. Where are you, buddy? All right, Uraeus. Tenyi Striker. Oh, no. We can't do that. Ah, okay. I see how this is gonna go. We're gonna have to put the Scorch Fiend at the back so that we can protect our Tenyi Striker. And then because he has more health, right? I'm assuming that he can survive a few more hits so that Uraeus can go about his business. So at the end of the day, right, it really points to Uraeus being a very important starter card. And getting the Scorch Fiend, zero mana cost, yeah, pretty decent. And it will go a long way. It will go a long way, yes. Okay, so we're up against a Earth team, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, so wow, it's just gonna be 2. You know, I've seen this very often, right? This annoying Goblin Psychic with heal. So he's just gonna heal the tank, right? So basically, if you have a backdoor, this team is gonna get crushed, all right? Because he's only got 3 health, so he's not gonna survive a single hit from our Tenyi Striker, right? It's absolutely not gonna happen, all right? So Uraeus goes, right? He's already down to 1 health, and then Tenyi goes, and then he's dead already. So that's the end of the game. So yeah, I guess the mana cost for the let's see, the Unicorn, yeah, the Unicorn Mustang must be pretty high. Oh wow, but we're missing him a lot though. That's crazy. But they both have Void, so they both can have reduced damage from magic attacks, but we're not hitting him at all. My goodness, what is the deal here with the Earth? Perhaps they have like better agility or something, I don't know, but this Uraeus just cannot get those hits in, but he managed to do so there to win the game. But I don't think that was a proper round. Yeah, it was way too easy because all we needed to do was to backdoor the heals, and that was GG right there. Let's go for one more. Yeah, let's go for a closer one. In fact, okay, 25 mana cap. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot more fun. Let's go with this guy here, immunity. Very, very interesting. 4 damage. The Forgotten One. He looks very, very beefy. You know, I want to try him. I want to try him instead of the Tusk the White. But now I'm pretty much done for. Unless I want to figure out a way to mix my Uraeus. Nah. Should I? I should put the Uraeus down. And then I have 2 left, right? I have 2 left, which means that I can put the Scorch Fiend down as well. The Goblin Fireballer. Not the best. I don't even think whether my Uraeus is going to be decent enough in terms of backdoor capabilities. Do I want to trade the Forgotten One for Tusk the White? Man, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with the Goblin Fireballer, and I'm gonna put the Scorch Fiend in the back, and that's gonna be 25 mana for me. And hopefully that is enough to do the trick. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we're up against a speedy fire guy. So he's gonna go first, right? What the heck? He's got a chicken in the front. Furious chicken, I love that. Yes, we are big fans of chickens here in Salad Ventures. Without a doubt. Holy cow, he's doing 5 damage, man. Seriously. Oh man, we're getting a blast from the Fire Elemental. Very decent. There goes our Scorch Fiend. Serpentine Spy is going to be going about his business to... Alright, we take out the... Yes, we take out the Fire Elemental. Woohoo! That's going to give us a lot of breathing space in this round. Oh my goodness, this guy's not doing any damage whatsoever. Sheesh. Reduced damage from melee and range attacks. Right. So that means you need to do more than 1 damage in order to hurt him. Boom. Ah, we missed. Uraeus, come on, dude. Just not doing the business. Yeah. Okay, but at least we know with Vanaya's Rage, right? We still have a very, very strong tank coming up next. So even though our Forgotten One is going down, right? My goodness, he really put up quite a fight there. Boom! Ah, man. This Goblin Fireballer is so trash. Can't hit anything to save his life. But dang! These 2 guards are good, man. I can tell you that. My goodness, they just practically carried the whole team. Together with the Uraeus there, right? Yeah, so basically that's it. With the fire deck, those are the two cards you want to get together with Tusk the Wild. Get the Uraeus, get the other fella as well. And that's for the higher mana cost games, right? Again, so you wanna get like Sandworm and Uraeus. This one really was just for fun again, guys. Scale Hireling. I'll tweak with my Earth team, and if you're enjoying this, we might put in a little bit more just to play this. Yeah, but yeah, essentially, don't think so much about Lava Launcher. He was just bought out of a whim as well. But yeah, essentially, more or less, this is what you could do. And we do hope you enjoyed our very first video on Splinterlands. Right, so that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Again, Splinterlands, not as complex as many people think it might be. When I went into the game, I thought that there was going to be a lot for me to process. In truth, yes, I did have to do a little bit of research and figure out the game myself step by step. But once you get the hang of it, it gets pretty straightforward. And there is a lot to learn, especially with the amount of cards, the amount of decks, the amount of strategy that's involved in succeeding within this game. As always, do drop a comment down below in regards to what other game we should be looking out for next. And your subscription and a big thumbs up will always go a long way with the growth of the channel. Till the next time, this is Captain Aqua signing off. We'll see you at GameFi Asia Singapore. But till then, stay calm and keep building.